As we near the end of MasterChef Season 103, Chef Ramsay has decided to put on a once-in-a-lifetime demonstration in front of the remaining contestants on the proper technique to fillet a salmon. The contestants will then try and replicate Ramsay's perfect work. Who will succeed and who will flounder? Find out right now on MasterChef.
Right, the proper way to fillet a salmon. I have here a fresh piece of salmon just cut off the pier. I wouldn't even feed frozen salmon to my dogs for dinner. Now, I've got this fresh piece of salmon. The proper way to fillet a salmon. Now, as you can see, this salmon is as fresh as it gets. It's still relatively swimming. We're going to go ahead and smack it first. Now, first step, razor sharp knife. You want to make sure that the knives are as sharp as possible to let the knife do the work.
Did y'all see that? Oh my gosh. Seeing him sharpen the knives in person, it was just too much for me to handle. I think it's love. Growing up, I used to watch my man on the show, and I used to watch him sharpen his knives, and I just thought, this is so beautiful. But when I saw him gaze into my eyes, I just felt that connection, and you saw what happened. I fainted. Even if I don't win, I don't even care. I got to see him sharpen his knives. That right there is the experience that I came for. I wore this wig specifically for him because I read in a magazine that I really liked redheads. I just felt so embarrassed that it fell when I fainted, but maybe he didn't see.
Now that your knives are sharpened, it's time to begin the fillet. Get 4 equal portions for the restaurant. Now, it's very important that you always cut away from you. Never towards you, but away from you. Let's go ahead and begin. We are leaving the skin on the salmon. Gives it more flavor, gives it a little bit more texture, a little bit more class. You don't want to be caught dead skinning your salmon. You want to make sure that your knife is doing the work. Portion number 1. Perfection. Let's go ahead and proceed. Perfection. Now, managed to get 2 more portions out of this piece of salmon. We do not want any of it to go to waste. This is one of the most rare and expensive cuts of salmon on the planet. You want to make sure that we are using every single piece sparingly as possible. Now let's go ahead and get our 3rd portion. Let the knife do the work. What is this guy doing? Portion number 3. Exquisite. And portion number 4, perfect. Let's go ahead and line up our 4 portions that we will be serving tonight. As you can see, uniform sizing amongst all of the portions. We want to make sure that when you guys... Is anyone else watching this? Filleting of the salmon, you get as equal sized portions as possible. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 equal portions. Now that you've seen the master himself get to filleting a salmon, it's time for you to try and replicate at your best. But try and make sure they're as perfect as mine are. Those aren't even equal portions. Hey, you, come here. Think you're better than me? Think you know more about filleting salmon than I do? I've been filleting salmon since before you were born. Get out! Get out! First of all, we're the same age, but okay, gladly. You know what? I don't need this. Honestly, I don't even know what the big deal is. I was just trying to be the voice of reason in that room. I mean, there was girls fainting in there. Not to mention, he's not even the most handsome blonde guy in the room. I mean, look at me. Those portions were all messed up. I cannot believe Ramsay asked me to leave the premises as if I was some sort of dog. Is this guy even a chef? When's the last time we checked if he actually has Michelin stars? People were acting like he was doing the most amazing thing in the world, and all he was doing was cutting 4 crooked pieces of salmon. Is this supposed to be some sort of cooking show? Because I'm here for some cold, hard competition when it comes to cooking. And it seems to me like this is more of a reality show than an actual cooking competition. I think Mary Jane auditioned for the wrong show. She must think this is like The Bachelor or something.